Okay, so you worked on this for about 10 minutes, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, oops, sorry for kicking the camera there. All right, we're still in good shape. I'm gonna just hold this steady, and you tell me what you saw here.
So, starting at the top, the theorem is the product of an odd number and the square of an even number is even.
Uh-huh.
First I thought maybe expanding m comma n to m and n, because m comma n is maybe commonly referred to as like a coordinates on the plane.
Okay,
So
interesting.
that could be clearer. Let m and n be numbers st, so maybe expand such that to such that, or st to such that, because I actually didn't know that was such that until you said it.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. I
So-
probably did just read it. Okay.
Such that m equals 2k plus 1 is odd and n equals 2k is even. I said to put these on a separate line because it makes it a little less cluttered, and also these would be odd and even by definition, so maybe you don't even need to explain that.
Okay.
So here, probably one of the bigger errors, m squared times n. This is the odd number m squared times n. So this is looking at the product of an odd number squared times an even number
Aha.
instead of an
yeah,
odd number times the square of an even number.
All right, yeah, that's definitely a big mistake.
So basically everything past here is flawed.
Okay.
M squared times n. I would maybe change this to an equal sign because the rest of the line uses equal signs as well, because you're dealing with these expressions.
Mm-hmm.
And then just to make it maybe a little less cluttered, make each of these equal signs the start of a new line.
Yeah, that's actually a really important idea when you're writing out math.
Yeah.
Or, even if you're doing it like on a whiteboard or a chalkboard, you can see, even though, as you point out, this was not the correct calculation, as it spills over a line, it's very hard to follow. Good point.
If this was the correct calculation, I think you could stop here. If all you're trying to do is show it's even, and you already have a number times a number that's clearly even. It's 2k is anything times 2 is going to be even.
Okay.
So what you're trying to prove is that it's even. I think you would just stop here and make the whole thing a lot less complicated.
Okay, yeah, good point. You don't even, wouldn't necessarily even need to multiply it out.
So you get here, maybe removing the obviously, because I just don't see that a lot in other proofs.
Okay.
And here it's just a spelling error. There is changed to there. So
Good catch. Yeah.
And then adding a period here, and thus m squared n is even instead of was found to be. Again, just making it less cluttered. And then here is another sort of spelling or grammatical error. You need spaces here, and it makes it sort of not this mathematical font that you use maybe for variables.
Yep, good catch.
And then instead of I found that, you can just remove it, because I don't think you often reference like the first person or yourself in proofs.
All right.
And then here it's just sort of inconsistent with how you use the equal sign. You could say either removing the is and to, or changing the equal sign to equal. That just makes it a little less confusing to read.
Okay.
Yep, and that was all the errors that I found in this proof.
Okay, yeah, well, you certainly found a lot of them. That's really good. So it would clean up. I want to talk to you about two that didn't jump off the page to you, just for clarification, really.
All right.
So let's do it in the next video.